The Nagaland BJP on Monday observed the 125th birth anniversary of Bharatiya Janata Sangh founder Dr. Syama Prasad Mukherjee at the party state headquarters in Kohima. Speaking at the program, Deputy Chief Minister Yantongo Patan said Dr. Mukherjee's life was a symbol of service, integrity and patriotism, inspiring generations to contribute to nation building. Patan highlighted Dr. Mukherjee's contribution to education, industrial development and the founding of the Bharatiya Janata Sangh in 1951, which later evolved into the Bharatiya Janata Party. He said Dr. Mukherjee believed in unity with respect for India's diverse cultures and traditions. Calling on citizens to uphold the values of education, hard work and public service, Patan said that every individual has a role in building a stronger and more developed India. The program featured speeches on Dr. Mukherjee's life and legacy along with cultural presentations and concluded with a vote of thanks.
Today, we remember a leader whose life was defined by service, courage, and great love of India. The former two speakers have already shared the past life of Mukherjee, so I will not dwell much on that. At the outset, I give Almighty God for allowing us to celebrate his 125th birth anniversary of Dr. Mukherjee under the visionary and able leadership of our honorable Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi. As one of the youngest Vice Chancellor of Calcutta University, he brought a new idea to education in Calcutta University. He encouraged the study of Indian language and culture along with modern learning. He believed that students should know their own history and tradition. After independence in 1947, he was the first union minister holding industry and supply. That was during IPM time. IPM, interim body member before. He believed that economic growth should benefit the entire nation. During his time as minister, he laid the foundation of industrial development and supported projects that contributed to the country long-time growth, as mentioned by our former speaker advocate. Many of those institutions continue to serve India even today. He showed that leadership is not about holding office. It is about standing by one's conviction even when it is difficult. Throughout his public life, Dr. Mukherjee placed duty above personal interests. His decisions reflected what he believed was right for the nation. This commitment earned him respect from many people across life. Another major contribution of Dr. Mukherjee. Here in the program we have mentioned MU Mukherjee, but we can use both MOOKERGEE. That also we can quote. Here in the program it is mentioned Mukherjee. Dr. Mukherjee also believed that India's strength comes from its unity. At the same time, he respected the many languages, cultural, and traditions that made our country unique. For him, unity did not mean everyone should be same, but people from different backgrounds should start together with equal respect, equal opportunities, and a shared commitment to the nation. That idea continues to inspire generations of Indians under visionary leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister. His life also teaches us that public service is about action, listening to the people, solving problems, and working with honesty every day. Titles and positions may change, but services to the nation remains the highest duty. This message is as meaningful today as it was during his lifetime. As we celebrate his 125th birth anniversary, let us also draw inspiration from his example. Let us encourage our young people to value education, work with integrity, respect our democratic institutions, and contribute to the progress of our nation. Every citizen has a role in building a stronger India, whether through education, public service, business, farming, or any other field. Each honors before help move the country forward. Dr. Prasad Mukherjee's life reminds us that lasting change comes through commitment, hard work, and service to others. That is the legacy we honor today. Let us carry these values with us and continue working with the welfare of our people and development of our nation. Thank you. Jai Hind. Good night.
Prime Minister Modi's National Education Policy 2020 directly echoes Dr. Mukherjee's educational vision. NEP 2020 mandates mother tongue as a medium of instruction up to at least class 5, mainstream Indian languages in higher education, and restores Indian knowledge traditions to the curriculum. Prime Minister Modi himself stated, language has always been a sensitive subject. The new policy will let Indian languages advance. They will not only boost Indian knowledge, but also our unity. In 1929, Dr. Mukherjee was elected to the Bengal Legislative Council from Calcutta University constituency as a member of the Indian National Congress. But he resigned from the party within a year, unable to reconcile with the ideological direction of its leadership. He disagreed with the Congress policy of council boycott, resigned, and re-elected as an independent candidate in 1930. In 1937, he contested as an independent candidate and became leader of the opposition in the Bengal legislature, a testament to his personal standing and popularity even outside the party apparatus. He became the finance minister of Bengal in the year 1941 as part of the Progressive Coalition, and resigned in 1942 to protest against the British governor's policy of repression against the Quit India movement. His moral compass led him to refuse collaboration with colonial oppression even at personal cost. The man who created West Bengal and saved Bengalis. This is one of the most consequential and underappreciated contributions of Dr. Mukherjee. In 1947, there was a serious plan by Hussain Saeed Sahrawardy and Sarat Chandra Bose for a united Bengal, an undivided Bengal that would remain independent and eventually merge with Pakistan. Under this proposal, Kolkata and large parts of Bengal would have been separated from India. Dr. Mukherjee forcefully and strategically countered his plan. He conducted parleys with Nehruji, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, and the Congress President J.B. Kripalani. The very next day after Mahatma Gandhi's endorsement, Kripalani issued a statement rejecting the United Bengal proposal. Nehru and Sardar Patel also rejected it. The result was West Bengal remained within India, Kolkata remained India.